Why some coronavirus vaccines may be unethical for Catholics. The world is eagerly awaiting a coronavirus vaccine, and yet some people aren't sure if they would want to receive it at all because of the ethical threat it poses. A few of the vaccine candidates currently being studied are reportedly processed by old cell lines, created from the cells of aborted fetuses. Dr. Edward Furton, the director of publications of the National Catholic Bioethics Center, explained that researchers receive the materials as soon as the abortion is completed. The cells are then combined with the right nutrients in a petri dish where they duplicate themselves until a cell line is formed. He said the cells produced in a line are descended cells from tissue taken from an original abortion. Helen Watt, a senior research fellow at the Anscombe Bioethics Center, said some vaccine methods use cells from animals or plants, while others don't need cells at all. However, the cell lines taken from aborted babies' tissue have been circulating for decades in labs throughout the world. The 2008 instruction by the Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith titled Dignitas Personae outlined the Church's directives on ethical controversies. In it, the congregation referred to the use of human embryos or fetuses in experimentation as a crime against their dignity as human beings. Thus, these forms of experimentation always constitute a grave moral disorder. However, the Boston Pilot reports that Watt wrote in a briefing paper published on April 18, boycotting a COVID-19 vaccine in the absence of an alternative is a serious action that would pose potentially grave risk for all. She said some coronavirus vaccine projects are well developed but do not use fetal cell lines, so it all depends on which vaccine is produced first and how. Furton said the Church generally holds that vaccines should be used in the absence of any alternative and for the benefit of society, especially if there is serious health concern. Dignitas Personae itself states that danger to the health of children could allow parents to use a vaccine with unethical origins, but Watt said we should all be asking for ethical vaccines to be made available. The U.S. bishops, together with Christian organizations, have already asked the U.S. Food and Drug Administration for access to vaccines that are free from any connection to abortion.